I'm just so excited right now. Like, this is a moment I've always dreamed about. And to go to the Jets and go to a team that has that's such a great organization, be the first pick since they've been back. It's an unreal feeling. Like walking up the stage, my legs were shaking, my heart was racing. So I'm just so excited.
Mark, how much of a surprise was it that you went as high as you did?
It's definitely a surprise. Like, in the draft, there's always picks that are unexpected. Some people go later. So for me to go early, it's definitely a dream come true of mine, and I'm just so happy right now.
1 year for you in Ontario hockey. Can you just tell us about it a little bit?
Well, I got traded to Barrie mid-August last year, and I was still committed to going to Cornell. And then actually, after listening to Dale in person and listening to his stories, I decided to go sign with Barrie and play with them. And it was definitely a tough year, not getting the wins that we wanted. Like, I think we had 29 one-goal losses. We didn't have a lot of wins. So it was definitely tough team-wise. But personally, I just tried to work my hardest and give it my all every game and every practice, and just keep on developing and keep on learning from Dale. Like, Dale was a great person to learn from, just because he knows the game so well, and he's such a great person to learn from. So he definitely helped me a lot, and just I think my hard work and my determination really helped me throughout the year.
You're ready to play in the NHL in October?
I think with a good summer, just getting stronger in my legs and getting stronger overall, I think I can be ready. Not like a full sense. Like, that's how to pronounce my last name, but I thought that was just because no one knows how to pronounce my last name. So, pronounce my last name? It's Scheifele. So, yeah, I didn't really get a huge indication. Like, I didn't think I was gonna go 7, but to go 7, it's really exciting.
Did you hear any Winnipeg Jets stories from Dale? Like,
I did.
Spending the whole year talking about the Jets?
I heard a few. I heard he always told me about the big Queen Elizabeth they used to have, and how it's really cold. So he was actually kidding around. He said if you get drafted by Winnipeg, they're gonna bring a parka instead of a jersey. But I heard it's a great organization. He loved it there. I think he was there for 9 years. I think he was captain, and he had a great time there. He said it was an unreal organization to play for. So I'm definitely excited.
The reaction of the fans reach you.
It was definitely really cool to have that many fans here and hear them screaming. And the one guy told me that back at the arena in Winnipeg, they were going bonkers. So it's great to have a great fan base, especially here from Minnesota, so pretty far away. So it's definitely great to see that. Kind of, like, if it's like the old one, I can see it. But if they change it up, then it could throw a little curveball at me.
What do you need to improve on or get better at to be an NHL player at today?
Definitely my strength is my number one right now. Like, I'm in the gym a lot. I've been in the gym since the combine. I've been in the gym right after I got back from Germany. And yeah, I think strength is my number one right now, and I think skating is also another thing that I need to improve on. But I think as I get stronger in my legs, I think my skating will come, and just to keep on working at every aspect of my game and work on my hands, work on my shot as much as possible, and just get it ready for the NHL level.
Is the first pick of the franchise, do you anticipate there's going to be a lot of pressure?
I definitely anticipate there's going to be a lot of pressure, but I kind of like a little pressure on me. Like, sometimes it makes me play a little better. Like, I remember back in the old days, if my coach would tell me there's a scout here to watch me, I'd pull up a big game. So I think the pressure will kind of drive that inner motor inside me and push me just to work even harder and push me to play even better.
Can you look into the crystal ball what opening night could be like, your first game, and having the Montreal Canadiens in Winnipeg?
Yeah, I can kind of see it. I can see it being really, really crazy. I can see it being definitely an exciting day for the franchise, and I hope I can be there. I think it was just keep on like learning every day. Like, I started off the year maybe a little timid, a little like not sure where I was, but I think just as the year went on, I just wanted to work hard. Like, I worked hard last summer to be able to be here right now, and I think just hard work throughout the year. Always doing video. I was doing video probably 3 times after every game with the coaches, and doing it by myself. And I think it was just working hard and working at my game and learning from Dale and learning from everyone was the main thing.
Mark, how important was it to play in the OHL this year for getting into the next level?
It was definitely really important. Like, Dale always jokes around with me saying, like, what if you were in Huntsville right now? Like, this would never happen. And kind of chirps me a bit that I was actually thinking it. So it was definitely a great decision to come to Barrie and to play against the best, like play in the best Premier League in the world, I'd say. So it was definitely a great decision on my part.
Mark, how would you describe your style of play?
I definitely see myself as a hardworking two-way playmaking center, but I can score. I think I have a pretty good shot, and I think I can play at all parts of the game. Like I didn't get to play a lot of penalty kill this year, but I think I can play penalty kill. I think I can play power play 5-on-5, and at the end of the game. So I think I'm a all-round good player.
How does it feel to be the answer to a trivia question?
I was an answer to a trivia question.
You are now. You're the first thing to put it in, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like that, I haven't really thought about that, but think about it now that it could be. That's unreal, actually.
Hey Mark, was it weird pulling on an NHL jersey instead of a team jersey?
Yeah, definitely a little different seeing like not an actual logo, but they said they were going to get me a jersey soon, so hopefully I can see that jersey on me soon, and that'll be fun.
Your mom.
Yeah, definitely. Like that was an intriguing factor that Dale actually brought up to me in our meeting when I talked to him last year in August. He said you won't be able to play against these guys, like these good players like Hishin and Good Branson, all these great players that have gone through here, and to see all the guys that have gone through like Jeff Skinner and Taylor Hall, Tyler Sagan, to see what great players have been produced out of the OHL just made up my mind and kind of intrigued me in going to the OHL, and to know that it's such a great program there throughout all teams.
Who's your favorite team prior to tonight?
My favorite team was always Detroit, but now it's definitely Winnipeg. It was always Steve Yzerman. He was always my favorite player, and I always tried to model my game after him, how he's just so hardworking and how he played a good two-way game.
Mark, how does it feel to know that there's over 1 million people waiting to watch you play hockey in Manitoba?
Oh, it's just it's unreal. Like to actually have that feeling and know that there's gonna be this many people to watch you, and it's just a great feeling, and it's definitely gonna be exciting to think about it more.
It's the first time you put on skates or skated as a kid?
It was probably when I was 3 years old. I was skating on a pond by my cottage. My dad took me and my brother out and kind of taught us how to skate and taught us how to play hockey.
When you started dreaming about playing in the NHL?
Basically, right when I was born, and right when I put on a hockey stick and knew about the NHL, I wanted to play in the NHL. I wanted to be there, and I wanted to be a star, obviously.
Can you talk a little bit more about your interview with Winnipeg beforehand? How did that go?
I thought it went really good. Like they just kind of got to know me a little more. Like I knew, like Shovel Day Off was in the the Chicago meeting when I was there, so he said a bit different, and I thought it went good. Like we had some laughs and talked about hockey and talked about my game, and I thought it went really good. And then at the end they asked how to pronounce my last name, so I don't know if that was a given factor. So I thought the interview went good, and I thought I really liked them right off the bat. Like right after I had the interview with all the scouting staff, I said like this is the team I want to go to. So.
Mark, go ahead.
Mark, what made the difference for you for making the decision OHL versus NCAA at the start of last season?
It was definitely what Dale told me about how you get to play against all the best players. You get to play with all the best players, and then also a main factor was him saying by the time you get to the NHL, you're going to be 20, and another kid for going to the OHL is going to be 18. They're obviously going to take the 18-year-old. That was a main factor. And right when I stepped in, they said, "What do you want to do? Like, what's your main goal in hockey?" And I said to play pro. And then he told me like this is the best place to go. And all the stories he told me, it was just definitely the right place to go.
What are Dale's best qualities as a coach?
I think it's just his knowledge of the game is one thing, and also he really knows how to get the best out of each player. Like on our team this year, we obviously weren't the most skilled, but he was able to get the most out of everyone. He was able to get everyone to work hard. Like our team always worked their hardest. No one ever gave up. So, but also he taught me a lot this year. Every day, every practice, every workout, every game, he'd be teaching me something new and teaching me how to kind of go about my day, and taught me things that would just help in hockey. Like just like one thing actually he said, if you have to carry out the garbage, do it and have like straight shoulders so that you can like strengthen your shoulder muscles, do wrist curls before you go to bed because it makes you tired. And he just taught me little things that can help, and I did it, and I worked hard at it, and he taught me a lot on the ice as well. So I think he's a great coach. He's the best coach I've ever had, so I liked him a lot.
What was the best piece of advice he gave you about the draft process and maybe trying to soak it all in?
Yeah, that was probably it. He just said enjoy it all because this is something you'll never go through for the rest of your life, and it's something great to teach just because there's so many guys that are going to be nervous. Like I was so nervous going in, but when you think about it, you just gotta soak it all in and know that if you're going to get drafted, this is the start of your career, and it's gonna be the happiest time of your life.
Is your goal to make the NHL next year, or is it possible that you'll spend another year in the Ontario Hockey League?
My goal is to make it to the NHL next year. People say it's a lofty goal, but people say I made a lofty goal this year, saying I wanted a point per game in the OHL. So I think you got to set goals high and just shoot for the moon, really. And yeah, my goal is definitely to make it to the NHL and play in the NHL. Like it's going to take a lot of hard work, but I'm gonna do everything it takes to make it there.
Let's hear from your family.
It's just me, my mom, dad, brother, and sister.
Were you, so when it was their turn to pick, were you like kind of sliding in the front of your seat waiting, or were you thinking it's going to come later?
Well, Shovel Dayoff actually said he winked at me. I didn't see it, but he said he winked at me. So my agent actually said he kind of gave me like a little heads up. He's like, "Uh-oh," and he kind of gave me it, and my heart just started racing. Like I was going crazy, and then when I heard Barry Colts and Mark Scheifele, I was just ecstatic.
Hey, Mark, did playing on a young Barrie team this year help you, stand out and really get that draft attention from the scouts around the league?
I definitely think it helped right off the bat, just because I was able to get the exposure I was right off the bat, and I was able to get the ice time that a lot of rookies don't get. So I definitely think that helped, but I think just my hard work was the main thing that helped me be able to get that exposure, just because I wanted to be there. I came out every night and wanted to work my hardest, and I wanted to play my best. So I think that's the main thing.
How well do you know any of the guys on the team? Do you have any relationship with guys?
In Winnipeg?
Yeah.
I don't have any actual relationships, but I've heard stories about Alexander Burmistrov, and one of the scouts told me that he just texted him and said, "Tell that Barrie kid that I'll take care of him." So yeah, I've heard, like, one of my good buddies in Barrie told me that he's a great guy and he's a great player. So definitely, I'm looking forward to play with him. And then also Brian Little was also a Barrie Colt, and also I got Rookie of the Year in Junior B last year, and he actually got Rookie of the Year when he played Junior B. So I don't know, I don't know if it's some omen, but it's definitely fun to see that stuff, and it's going to be great to meet all the guys and to see what it's like.
Do you like the idea of joining a team that's kind of had a fresh start in a young core? You mentioned some of the guys like Brian and Vermistrov.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be exciting to kind of have a new start, and it's kind of like a new beginning for me too. Like it's my first year getting drafted to the NHL, and it's going to be a fresh start for them. So it's kind of, we're going in at the same pace. So I think it's going to be fun.
If you could compare yourself to one current NHLer, who would that be?
I always say in meetings, it's Joe Thornton with like a little bit of Datsuk in me, like the creativity and play and two-way play.
No pressure. That's not a bad comment.
Yeah.
You probably thought about this moment, pulling the jersey over your head, putting the hat on, posing for pictures. Did you ever think it would be an NHL logo?
No, I definitely didn't think it was going to be an NHL logo, but yeah, it's definitely funny to look at it. But it's great that I did get drafted to the NHL, and I'm still shaken from it. Like I've been here for a couple minutes, and I'm still shaken. So it's just really exciting.
You'll probably be the only kid that'll ever have that.
Yeah, one guy said there's going to be a trivia question about me, so maybe I could have a couple about the jersey and everything. So that's fun.
Have you talked to Chevy at all? I mean, it's been really quick.
Just a little bit. Like I talked to him when I was in the Chicago meeting, and then I talked to him this meeting. But just you could tell I was so excited. I haven't stopped smiling since I've got picked. So he knows I'm excited, and he knows I'm going to work hard, I think.
Mark, I just wanted to tell you, if you actually do want to wear an actual Winnipeg Jets jersey, you can just ask me, and I'll hook you up. So.
Okay.
Did you have any idea you were going to go that early?
Nah, not really. No, I thought I was gonna go like maybe 10 to 13.
Yeah.
So to go 7, to go top 10, even like that was my goal to go top 10. So it's definitely unreal to be able to go there and go to a franchise like this.
What was the reaction around you when they called your name?
I definitely think my whole family was crying. Like my mom, we knew my mom was going to be crying, so to see the looks on their faces and to see how happy they were, it's definitely great because they helped me so much throughout the year, and they've been so supportive that I just thank them for being here, and thank them for doing what they've done.